Did you ever talk about your senior prank? See, somebody knows what the story is. So, when I was in high school, I was kind of I was okay. I was okay. Some people knew me. Not a lot, but some did. And a lot of teachers knew me. And I would talk to a lot of people, right? I would interact, I would peruse, I'd do all that, and it'd be absolutely amazing. I would talk with people. People called me the mascot of the school. It was all crazy stuff. Poontang with the hydrate, thank you. When I was in high school, I went through a bunch of stuff. I have a very interesting backstory, very interesting. And I ended up just conversing with people, and there was a nomination at the end of my senior school year. Okay, so we're talking old. There's some children in the chat. We're talking like old, like I'm a grandpa. And I was selected. I was unanimously voted upon by the staff and students to do the like commencement speech for the graduation, which was a great honor. Like it was amazing. I was like, wow, like this is insane. Like teachers, students, like they selected me to like talk in front of people at the end, which is crazy. That's a crazy honor. That's a crazy thing to be selected for, right? So I did it. I typed up a speech, talked with the speech people. There was also the valedictorian. There was also one other people who got voted for. And I ended up talking in front of my whole graduating class. In front of my whole graduating class of, I think it was like 500 or so. And all the parents and stuff. It was in this stadium. And I talked to them about, this is going to be crazy. I literally talked to them about the importance of mental health. I literally talked to them about the importance of like taking care of you and mental health. And I think I actually still have the speech. Let me, do you guys want to see the speech? Where's the prank? The prank is coming. I want to leave you with one thing. As we move into our independence, I want to challenge you to be with yourself each and every day. Love yourself when it seems impossible, and be present in each moment and feel each and every moment. Last but not least, the world pulls you in all different directions. It will want you to do thousands of things. I feel that. But just make sure, always make you the priority. Anyways, that was a speech. And that's the speech I gave in front of people, and it was great. It was great. So chat, after all that, there was also a prank. There was also a prank that me and a couple buddies threw together. Now, I do not want to mistake you. I'm not someone who has a lot of like, I'm not surrounded by groups and groups of people. It was just my buddies from high school. It was like traditional, like kind of nerdy, but also probably maybe gonna be successful if we try hard enough. It was great. And we played League of Legends together, so maybe none of that stuff actually is accurate. So we decided, me and my buddies, we got together and we were like, okay, it's senior year. We want to make a bang. We want to make a splash. We were intentionally told by staff at the time, hey, no senior pranks. Like if you do, you might not walk at graduation. Whoa! Big scary stuff, right? I was scared. So, what we ended up doing, do I still have video of it? Good question, I'll check. What we ended up doing is we talked to each other, and one of our buddies had two big old stone lion like statues. And these things were like big. Like these things are probably the size of me, like minimum. And these are the things we hauled up to the front of the school and put on both posts. And I kid you not, it looks absolutely amazing. It looked absolutely amazing. And we thought, oh, this that was easy enough. Like we had masks on. I had a cowboy hat. We were looking fab, right? One of our friends disappeared the next day, and we were kind of concerned. We were in class, like, what's going on? Like, what? Why is he just gone? Why is he just gone, right? And let's switch the tune a little bit for this next one. Let's switch the tune a little bit. Let's do this guy. And then after that, I mean, we were a little bit worried because it's like, it's kind of weird to disappear in the middle of class. And then we didn't see him for the rest of the day. And then I got called up to the principal's office, and there, like, I was an announcer at school, so I knew, like, okay, maybe this is just like talking about stuff. And I was called into, I'll call him Mr. Thumb's office, Mr. Thumbs, and that was our principal, Mr. Thumb. Okay. And I was called into there, and it was the most intense interrogation I've ever experienced in my life. He asked if we killed people, if we stole stuff. He asked if we did bad things in our past. That's what he asked over stone lion statues that we put at the front of the building. Of course, I took it as no big deal, and I really locked in. You know, it really wasn't too big of a deal for me. Answered every question, you know, feeling solid and truthful. And after all that, we all ended up getting caught because one of our friends snitched on us and told us everybody else who was in the group, including me, including another friend I had at the time, and it was bad. It was bad. Bro definitely folded. Yeah, he definitely folded. He's the most like if I could describe that person who snitched on us, it would be like a whoopee cushion that you step on once and it never reinflates. Nick was the snitch. I did not snitch. I did not snitch, to be clear. But yeah, Chad, that's what I did in high school. That's what I did in high school. It was brutal. There's plenty more stories. I was also in a vocal jazz group, the Best in the West, which was cool. And yeah, there's plenty of stories, but yeah, that's it. That was my senior prank. And did we get caught? Yes. Did we get snitched on by our own friend, exposing him as the true imposter? Yes. Did I get to discover that my principal was actually kind of a piece of shit, even though we had a relationship for like the last 4 years? Not intimate. Yes. And it was good. It was good. Nothing crazy. We didn't get like super in trouble. He kept threatening to say I can't speak at graduation, and I was like, okay. And then he saw my speech because I performed it in front of like an audience when we were practicing. He was like, oh yeah, we have to have you speak at graduation. And I was like, okay, dude. So it was an interesting time. It was an interesting time. But yeah, chat, that's story time. That's story time. I hope you guys liked it. I know that's a new segment. I'll definitely work on my storytelling. But I do see W story in the chat, so at least one person liked it. So that's good. That's good.